Sinead O'Connor's son, Jackson, passed away in January 2020 at the age of 18. His cause of death has been revealed to be an accidental drug overdose. This was a tragic and sudden loss for the family. Jackson's mother, Sinead Oconnor, is well known for her fiery lyrics and honest music that has haunted people for over 2 decades. He was the son of the musician Sinead Oconnor and an unknown father he had never met. With a single parent taking care of him, Jackson was raised with love despite his father's absence. Although there hasn't been much information released on Jackson's death, it was reported to be an accidental drug overdose. Drugs were found in his system and he was found deceased in his bed at home. The coroner's report was released recently and it stated that Jackson had accidentally overdosed on a combination of medication and alcohol. The coroner blamed Jackson's death on a combination of suffering from depression, anxiety, and insomnia. The report also suggested that he may have been under the influence of drugs at the time of his death. Reports suggested that Jackson had been battling depression and was seeking help in therapy. He had also turned to drugs as a means of self-medication. Jackson was said to have been a caring person who was interested in art and loved animals. He was said to have a loving and close relationship with his mother, Sinead Oconnor. The news of Jackson's death was met with shock and grief from his mother and the people who knew him. Many have expressed their sorrow over the tragic and untimely death of a young man. Jackson's death has brought to light the dangers of drug abuse and addiction, and the need for more attention to the mental health needs of young people. It is said that Jackson had a troubled childhood, and that this may have been a factor in his decision to turn to drugs as a means of coping with his pain. In the wake of Jackson's death, Sinead O'Connor has been actively campaigning for greater awareness and acceptance of mental health issues. She released a statement in which she talked openly about her son's death and the need for people to talk about mental health and addiction issues. Sinead has also used her platform to raise money for mental health charities, in memory of her son. Jackson's death is a reminder that addiction and depression can affect even the most seemingly successful people, which is why it's so important for everyone to be mindful of their mental health. Sinead's advocacy for mental health awareness has been a great source of strength and comfort to those grieving the loss of her son. Jackson's death has been a devastating loss for his family and all those who knew and loved him. His death has sparked a renewed awareness and conversation about the importance of mental health and addiction in our society. It is important to remember that mental health issues can affect anyone, regardless of age or background, and that it is essential to seek help if you are struggling. We should all be open to talking about addiction and mental health issues, and understanding that these can affect any one of us. Sinead O'Connor's son Jackson's death is a reminder of the need for us to continue talking about mental health and addiction issues, and work towards finding effective treatments and solutions for those who are struggling. As a society, we must be mindful of how we talk about addiction and mental health in order to promote understanding and acceptance. We must also put greater emphasis on providing support and resources for those who are affected by addiction and mental health issues. We should all do our part to promote understanding and acceptance of mental health and addiction issues and continue to support those who are working towards recovery. It is important to remember that we must all take care of our mental health in order to lead healthy and fulfilling lives.